we find these two guys who seem very different on this journey. What is your character looking for, basically, in the end?
What he's looking for in the beginning is just someone to go with him, because nobody will. You know, everybody thinks he's crazy, including his wife. And she thinks he's too old to do this, and it's completely nuts. And he said, I can't explain why I have to do it, but I do. I can't. People kept saying, why do you want to do this? And what I liked about it is he couldn't explain why. It's just an impulse he had, probably had to do with wanting a second act in life, you know, at an older age, but whatever. The wife finally says, look, I'll only let you do this if you don't do it alone. And then he makes these calls, and nobody wants to do it with him. They first think he's crazy, and they don't want to do it until finally he's down to the last name on the list, and that's a friend he hasn't seen in 30 years, and they had a falling out. So that's how it starts, and they come together on that level, which I thought was great.
I like Emma as your wife also because she was so convincing, and I mean, just she was so committed to the fact that this guy is crazy, and I don't know what's going on with them.
She's an amazing actress and an amazing person. I mean, she can do just about anything. But she's really, I was so glad she agreed to do the film and play my wife because she's so good at it. You know, she really is. She's both doubtful, cynical, and understanding. You know.
And Nick Nolte is your hiking partner, if you will. Did you know that you would have that type of on-camera chemistry right away? I know you've worked together before, but not in this capacity.
No, and before I was directing him in a film. It was just one section of the film. I just felt that Nick and I would do well together. I liked his work, and it just fell into place very naturally, which I suspected was going to happen, and it did. There was just something natural that developed between he and I, that we were in synchronization with each other. It was great.
I talked to Nick about whether you guys did actual hiking or was it like movie hiking.
Hiking.
Yeah, but he says that there's a lot of real work in that as well.
Well, there was, because, you know, when you stop and think about it, when you, in a movie, you do a take, right? And very often you do take after take after take. So if you're doing a section where you're hiking up the trail, okay, you've done that, now we go back and do it again, and you do it again and again, and it's pretty much like really hiking the trail. Not 2,000 miles, but a lot more hiking than you would ever imagine.
And you're a producer on this film, but I understand you're a producer but not producing. What does that mean?
What that means is that I have a producing credit because I found the property 14 years ago, stayed with it, hung on to it, and then finally pushed it forward to get it made into a film. So from that standpoint, producing credit. In terms of the actual day-to-day producing, no, because I was acting. And you don't want to mix the two. So we have Bill Holderman, and we have Chip Diggins, we have other people involved with the actual high-level producing of it.
Made in Hollywood.